guests are experienced Toastmasters, so I think everyone should be fair game tonight for table topics. We're gonna have some fun tonight. This is gonna be huge. I just wanted to say that. Huge. It's a little game I call Would You Rather. Would you rather be able to turn invisible or be able to fly? Jerry Martin.
Thank you, Table Topics Master. Without any question, hands down, invisible. What? I like the idea of flying probably just as much as you do. What is it that would want me to be invisible? A number of you know me pretty well, but you don't know some of the things like Steve was talking about today. They're a little difficult. You know where you would find me if I could get myself in a place like, well, this room with all these, one visitor there, good evening. Anyone that visited our home, if there were even people that we knew, there would be a place I would go. Behind the couch, under the table, anywhere to just sort of disappear. So the whole idea of things like The Invisible Man, the movie, or the comics, it fascinated me. I loved it. That's my answer.
Would you rather always have to tell the truth or always lie? Gary Sharp.
Telling the truth sometimes can be a bit awkward. Maybe you don't really want to say it. You might hurt somebody's feelings. You might have to admit something you don't want to admit. So having to tell the truth all the time might be awkward. Maybe even embarrassing. But being able to lie all the time, you can always give the right answer. You can always say what the listener wanted to hear. Sort of make a hero out of yourself, couldn't you? Sure, if you lied and it was okay, there was no payback, I assume, from this topic. There's no payback for lying. Maybe it's not really a full lie. Maybe it's just a stretch of the truth a little bit. Like, darling, you look great today. When you're really thinking, maybe not so great. But you don't want to say it because you know what will happen if you do. So you just stretch the truth. Frankly, I don't find a problem with that. Makes life a lot easier sometimes. The married man will agree with me, I'm sure. A little stretch once in a while goes a long way. So telling the truth, absolute truth all the time, can be a real effort. But just being able to stretch the truth a little bit with a little white lie, that sounds a lot easier than me.
This one might be my favorite out of the whole pile. Would you rather be a dragon or have a dragon? David? I thought of you when I heard
Thank you. Anybody ever watch Game of Thrones and see that lady that has her pet dragon? Boy, you know, I would tell you what, if I were a fire-breathing dragon and I had like halitosis, I'd go through so many houses, it would be unreal. But if I had a dragon, and that dragon was well-behaved, and I knew somebody that maybe wasn't as well-behaved, and my dragon could go down and reason with him and make him an offer he can't refuse, that would be a pretty cool thing. I mean, and it would be a great thing at cocktail parties too. I can bring my dragon and everybody would look at him with awe and wonder. And man, those days at the campfire, man, we're set. Just bring some hot dogs and some marshmallows and we're good to go. So yeah, I think I like the idea of a pet dragon. Table topics master.
Don't be David's neighbor. Would you rather experience constant pain or a constant itch? Yulimar.
Would I rather tell the truth all the time or lie? Let's switch gears on you. What about pain and itches? That's not even competitive. I will always tell the truth. And it hurts to tell the truth. To other people, not to me. But when they tell me the truth, I really like it because that makes me a better person. Because I still have some seconds, I'm gonna tell you about the other dilemma that I was presented with today. Would I rather go to my house after a crazy day, 100 miles only in Boca Raton, driving my car, and change my clothes and look presentable, put some makeup and show my best face, and not make it to the meeting of a Boca Raton Advanced Toastmaster? Or will I run and drive and sweat and run again and make it late anyway, even with my jogging clothes? I would rather be in a Boca Raton Advanced Toastmaster.
This is a tough one. Hope someone's up for this one. Would you rather have no knees or no elbows? John?
I don't know. I can kind of get around with no knees. I would think it'd be really tough to eat with no elbows. How would I be able to get the food in there? How would you eat? How would you grab something like this? Or would you have to like, and hope you get it? I don't know. I mean, how do you make a judgment call like that? I mean, knees come in handy. If David starts chasing me with his dragon, I mean, I can't run away with no knees. I mean, I can easily go on a diet. I think I like myself just the way I am, actually. But if I had to pick one of them, I would take one elbow and one knee. With one elbow and one knee, at least I could drive my car and feed myself. Neither of which I could do if I had no elbows and no knees. I'm going to compromise and I'm going to change your thing. Instead of having neither or, I'm going to take one of each.
Yeah, two more.
All right, terrific. These don't all have to be negative. Would you rather sip Mai Tais on the beach in Honolulu or on a private island in the Caribbean? Victoria?
I'd rather choose the Caribbean island. Because I'm Latin and I know that when you are there, the music that you hear is going to be wonderful. So please stand up and I teach you some steps to dance. Music, are you ready? Okay, now. You are going to do 1, 2, 1, 2. Cha-cha-cha. Move it, move it, move it.
Oh, girls, guys.
In a Caribbean island. And learn words like in Spanish. Please sit down and everybody says, good morning. And good morning now is buenos dias. Can you hear? Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Cha-cha-cha. Buenos dias. Cha-cha-cha. Everybody will be wonderful with you because something that we have in our heart is that when we are Latin, we have passion for what we do, for what we say. Our voice express that. So go to the Caribbean island right now.
It's gonna be tough to follow that one.
Yeah.
Would you rather travel to Antarctica or the Saharan Desert? Horace?
Well, I am really from the Caribbean. And so, since I was born in a warm climate, today is an awfully cold day to me. There's no way I would choose Antarctica. 60 degrees is uncomfortable. So I couldn't exist in that kind of environment. So definitely it's the Sahara for me. I know I'll be sweating. I know I'll be smelly. But Gary could handle that. Yes, I would go to the Sahara. I would roll around in the mud like a little hippo or something, in the sand, you know, and have a good time. I'd be sweating so much that I wouldn't have to worry about exercise because I'd be losing a lot of fluid from that. So think about it. I could sleep late, not lose my sleep trying to get up early to exercise, and just sweat it all out anyway. So that's a plus.
I've got one more, and it wouldn't have been fair to ask this to Horace. So the last one is, would you rather be 3 feet shorter or 3 feet taller? Angel?
Would like to be 3 feet taller. If I was 3 feet taller, my life would be probably a little bit different. Growing up in New York, one of my passions was baseball, and I think if I had 3 feet tall, my frame would be a little bit, it's not here, it would be a little bit bigger and muscular, and I think I would be a little bit more better of an athlete. Specifically with baseball, I think I would be a very good pitcher and all-around baseball player. So that would be the first thing that I would really like to do. I've also noticed that it's very intriguing when you see somebody that's tall. Number one, they command a presence. No matter what, you're always going to see the individual that's there. And I think if I was a little bit taller, I would always try to project that a little bit more and be a little bit more out there, I guess you could say. So that's what I would do.